The definition of allure is to attract or tempt by something advantageous or pleasurable. So the question that we are going to try to answer today is Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas alluring? Let's talk about it.
Hey guys, welcome to the We Sure Did podcast for the new cruiser and beyond. I'm your host, Leslie.
And I'm Rick. Today we're talking about my favorite ship. I know I've mentioned it before, but again, it's my favorite ship.
Is it your favorite ship? I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
So yeah, we just got off this ship a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
For
we
the
did.
second time.
Yeah.
Funny thing is we had this ship booked 3 times.
Yes.
Because way back in, 2019,
19. Mm-hmm.
As we talked about before, we loved it.
Oh, yeah.
And we rebooked it.
Mm-hmm. While we were on it. We rebooked it while we were on it.
Did we? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was right on it. That's why they had our money.
So that was the first sailing. We rebooked it. That was the second sailing. Then the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And it was canceled.
Yes.
So we finally got back to the old girl.
And she's just as beautiful as ever.
Wow,
She looks great.
It's been 5 years.
I know. But she is going to go in for some kind of like makeover. She got to get a little bit of a facelift, but she looked good though. Little something. She looked great though.
So like we did with the last ship review that we did, we're just going to touch on a couple things about it. The Allure of the Seas is in Royal Caribbean's Oasis class ships.
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 of them currently right now. The Allure is number 2. Came out right after the Oasis of the Seas.
Mm-hmm. Which we are booked on.
Which we are booked twice on.
Twice next year. Yes.
And the Allure was bigger by 50 millimeters.
You know what? I love that Allure. I'm going to love the Oasis.
Yeah, because the Oasis has been enhanced.
Right. And it's more, even the travel agent on Royal Caribbean when we booked it. Next cruise in there. She said that it's has all the updates like the Wonder. And that was like my favorite. Wonder of the Seas was like, I loved it. So it should be like really amazing.
Yeah. So just to touch on a couple things about the Allure of the Seas before we kind of get into our thoughts. Is the maiden voyage for the Allure was in 2010. It was enhanced in 2015. Then it was canceled in 2020. Now it is rescheduled to go in for a refurb in 2025. Mm-hmm. It's scheduled to go in for a 58-day, $165 million refurb.
Cha-ching.
So they're going to... That's a little more of a facelift right there.
That is a lot more than a facelift, but...
She's getting a nip and the toe.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is. It has a lot of really cool amenities on there, too. I mean, it had, 7 different neighborhoods.
Yeah, that's the coolest part about Oasis right there.
Yep, it was. It was great. They had 24 dining options. They had so many bars and lounges. 4 pools, 10 whirlpools. They had rock climbing walls, flow rider, ice skating rink, zip line, basketball courts. What else? The spa. They had a full service spa. State of the art fitness.
It was awesome.
Vitality at the Seas. It was just so pretty. I just love that ship.
Yeah, I thought it would be run down a little bit more, right? Because when we got off in 2019, we loved it, obviously. And it was, scheduled for refurb 1 year after that.
I know.
So, and they skipped it.
I know.
So I thought it would be a little rough looking.
I did too, but it was not. They may have replaced some chairs, replaced some carpet here and there, but man, there was really nothing that needed it on there. I mean, even the rooms our room was great.
Yeah. That's one thing I really, really love about Royal Caribbean. None of their stuff is junk.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you go into port sometime, and you see other cruise lines, with
rust.
Not rust, but
It-
the rusty stains
Yeah.
kind of going down the side. And
Right.
granted,
That's seawater.
they're
Right.
all in seawater.
Yeah.
It is a very difficult environment
Mm-hmm.
to keep a steel ship,
Mm-hmm.
but they do a fantastic job.
They do.
Yeah, and then the food.
Oh,
I think the food
was way better. It was. I'm gonna tell you now. It was.
Yeah,
Mhm.
compared to like the Adventure of the Seas and
Independence.
even Independence.
It was definitely better food.
And that's what we think, right?
Right.
'Cause
That's our opinion.
If you ask a head waiter or a waiter,
Mm-hmm.
they say it's the same menus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it is.
It's not. It's not. Because even when we were on the Wonder of the Seas, that food was better than this one. The specialty restaurants are the same. They're great. They have the great food, but like the dining room food and the Windjammer, it was definitely a step up. It was.
It was.
Mhm.
The Solarium Bistro, I really like that. It's the Mediterranean feeling.
Mhm.
Cool. Not a lot of options compared to the Windjammer, but just kind of healthier, right? You have the hummuses and you have all that good Mediterranean stuff all over the place.
And no kids.
It's
Quieter.
it's
No
a
kids in there.
Great feeling.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the Park Cafe, which I always like. It's that little,
Yeah.
included.
Yeah. Oh yeah. These are all included that we're saying right now.
Yeah, little cafe right in the middle of Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
It's has the famous Cummelwick sandwich.
Which
Yeah.
you had.
I did.
Yeah.
And then I left my phone on the table and walked away.
Yeah, that's right. You did.
Good thing about that, no thieves. I walked
Right.
back, 15 minutes later after I realized the phone was gone.
Right. It was still there.
I walked back there. The entire table was cleaned up
Mhm.
because Royal Caribbean doesn't leave plates on tables,
Mm-hmm.
but the phone was still there.
And you know what? They probably are told, like the servers are probably told, leave it there. Well, this is the second time you've left your phone at a table where we ate. Let's just
Oh,
throw that
man.
out there
Yeah,
too.
come on, you aren't supposed to bring that up.
Yeah. One thing too is there's a lot of cameras on there. So if you're gonna steal somebody's stuff, rest
Yeah.
assured you ain't gonna get away with it because they will find you. You ain't gonna jump over the ship to try to get away from them.
You own Candid Camera.
Yes, you is, and you ain't gonna get off till you fess up.
Remember Candid Camera?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Smile. You're on Candid
Oh, man.
Camera. Oh wow.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So what things popped out to you this time that we could share with everyone about kind of our love for the Allure?
Well, I absolutely love Central Park. It's like that place is just I don't know what it is about it.
Unworldly in the middle of the sea.
Yeah, it's just like because I will say this time we had our balcony room inside Central Park. It was louder and I noticed a lot. I didn't feel like I was on a ship that much because I felt like I was in a hotel or a resort.
Yeah.
We didn't see the ocean very often, only when you were, up on the pool deck or whatever. Because when you sit down on your balcony, there was no ocean. We're used to that. And it was so calm. Like I literally didn't even feel like I was on a ship that whole time.
Yeah, the weather was absolutely perfect.
It was. It was
even
hot,
the
but it
ship
was so nice.
was going slow.
It was.
Because it was a 4-night cruise, so
Yeah.
we weren't traveling
No,
far.
I don't feel like I felt it move once. I love that. And I also love how on these ships you walk into the promenade, the Royal Promenade.
Yeah,
I love it. It just gives it that wow factor.
it does.
The music's pumping, the hustle and bustle of everything. It's a different feel than walking up on a older ship into like deck 4 and there's an elevator like right there. It just feels different.
Yeah, the thing I like to jump back to Central Park is I don't know if anyone has stayed at the Gaylord in Nashville,
Mhm.
Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
They have the huge, beautiful botanical gardens.
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed there one night. And yeah, you just
It has that
I think
feeling.
we had a balcony and you go
We
out
did.
there and it's
Mhm.
just botanical garden.
Yeah.
There's millions of plants, whatever.
Yeah.
Same feeling.
Same feeling.
With it's called an inside balcony
Right.
Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
Our friends were on the same ship.
Mm-hmm.
They had a inside balcony boardwalk.
Right.
And then my sister and brother-in-law were actually on the cruise also. They had the ocean view balcony.
Mm-hmm.
So we checked them all.
Yeah, we did. Well, not the inside, not an inside cabin, but
No, but our friends, their kids were with them. They had inside.
oh,
So we
that's
covered
right.
everything but
That's
the
true.
suites, just
That's
with the people that we knew on this ship.
Well, I also like on these ships they have the Starbucks kiosk. It's literally like a little miniature Starbucks. Like it has every morning I got my coffee from the coffee urn, like the brewed, not because like we said before, they serve Starbucks on the other ships, but this one is like it's more relatable to like when you go into a store.
Yeah, the ones that do not have the Starbucks dedicated kiosk is like us buying Starbucks coffee and brewing it at home.
Mm-hmm.
It's still good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. It doesn't have that same.
The kiosk has the
urns where they
Yeah.
make it themselves, and it's
you're
good.
there.
Yeah.
One of the things that my favorite section on any ship is the
Oh, I know.
what was that?
Solarium.
Oh, come on, you spoiled it.
Well, I wasn't gonna say the windjammer. Huh.
No, and you're wrong. No, you're not. No, it's the solarium on the Allure of the Seas.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Some of them are different.
Yeah, because
Yes.
the solarium is different on like the Wonder of the Seas.
Uh-huh.
It's different. The roofing is
Yes.
different.
It feels very sauna-ish, if that's
On the
a
Wonder.
word. On the Wonder, right. This
Yeah.
one, it had open windows, too.
Right. Every other glass panel,
Mm-hmm.
is open to the outside. So
Right.
you do get that natural sea
Yeah.
breeze. And
Yeah.
it's not as
Stuffy.
it's
not as stuffy.
stuffy
Yeah.
in there. We spent some great time in there. Got some videos from there. It's just, oh my goodness, that feeling. I was sitting there. I went up there every morning.
Yeah, I know you did.
6:45 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Grab my coffee from the Royal Promenade,
Mm-hmm.
not Starbucks.
Oh.
Not big on Starbucks. And I would sit up there, and it was just so relaxing. There's probably only 3-4 people up there. Some of the workers were cleaning things that were already clean.
Yeah.
They had like Vitality Spa, almost Japanese garden music, really soft.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That is my favorite place to be on a cruise
I
ship.
know it is. I know.
Yep.
I mean, hey, that's okay. And Boleros, too. You like that.
Boleros, yeah,
Yes.
good segue.
Yeah.
We love Boleros,
Mm-hmm.
and I know we've been talking about Boleros a lot.
Best mojitos.
Best mojito, but we actually hung out more at the Schooner Bar
We did.
on the Allure of the Seas.
Yes.
And it's mainly because of location.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We could people watch.
It was a great location. Yeah,
It was.
The Royal Promenade's
Uh-huh.
on deck 5.
Mm-hmm.
The after the Royal Promenade
Yeah.
was the Schooner Bar, and yeah, it's good for people watching. It's
It was
just a good place to
fun.
relax.
Yeah.
Where Boleros was also at the other end
Mm-hmm.
of the Royal Promenade, but it's kind of closed off.
It was. You only seen like traffic from, passing through or that glass that staircase where people always would get pictures. But this is a great location. We sat there every day.
Yeah,
We did.
I think that's why we like Boleros so much on the Independence, is because it was very open.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was.
This one was the Schooner Bar.
Right. And Boleros on the Allure kind of was, it was like the pubs and everything. You're more in a bar setting,
Yeah, it wasn't all open.
Yep.
And then we didn't think that we were going to see Mamma Mia.
Yeah. We weren't sure of that. We had scheduled for 8:30 at night on the last night, the sailing. But we thought, you know what? Let's try to get on. Go see if we can get on at 2:30. So we went and stood in line. While we were in line there, they canceled it, the 2:30 show.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, we definitely have a reservation for the 8:30 because we had it booked before we even got on the cruise. You kind of have to go through your app and book those. It ended up that we could see it. Something happened with one of the singers. Her voice was bad and she wasn't quite ready for the 2:30 showing. So they had a little bit more practice before the 8:30. But yeah, they came on and said it was canceled for unseen reasons. And, but that was different.
Yeah, when we sat down, I was talking to the guy because we sat up by the kind of the Pinnacle Diamond Plus section, which isn't us, but we're close to it. And I asked him what happened. And he goes, it's actually perfect timing because the new Mamma Mia cast is on board. Because when the current cast is done, it's the ship is moving from the Port Canaveral port to the Miami port, and the new cast will be taking over. So one of the singers, the original singers, lost her voice, something wrong with her voice. So the oncoming singer had to take her spot, and they found out like minutes before the show. So she kind of wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So
stage fright. Whatever.
So when she did the 8:30 that evening's performance, it was her first show.
And I still don't know who it was, but they were all so good.
Oh yeah.
Who knew? Who would have even
so
known?
Good.
Oh yeah, that was. I know we always say that, but it was really good. Again, loved it.
It's always good.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean that's kind of all I have. The Allure of the Seas is a beautiful ship. The Oasis class is our favorite class.
It is. We're figuring that out.
We've been on the Allure, we've been on the Wonder. We have 2 sailings scheduled for the Oasis of the Seas. So to answer the question that we asked right off the top, is the Allure of the Seas alluring? It is for me.
Oh, it sure is for me. I'd go tomorrow right now if I could.
Book that thing, Dano.
Jeez, book them, Dano.
She's worth it.
Ah, beautiful. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just our thoughts and comments about our recent sailing on the Allure of the Seas. We're just always grateful you guys hang out with us. Please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. That's kind of what we're really kind of focusing on with the podcast. A little shorter episodes. We know that not everybody has 45 minutes to sit down and watch a video.
Right.
I know. I don't even like doing that. So, and like we always say, we want to hear your questions and your comments and your ideas. Our email is always in the show notes. If you have any questions for a travel agent, Jenn Greene from MEI Travel, her information is always in the show notes too.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Catch you next time.